Okay, listen. We keep making comments about the camera. That's fine. I'm just going to shut my and I'm going to spend an hour figuring out what it is, okay? But we can keep doing it if you want to. I don't care. Because I will troubleshoot, because I love troubleshooting. So just a heads up.
Common situation. You're standing on location, about to film a dialogue scene between two actors, and you've planned it for standard coverage. A master, an over-the-shoulder, and two singles. But then you're...
Wait, let's keep track of this. Hold on.
Here's a common situation. You're standing on location, about to film a dialogue scene between two actors, and you've planned it for standard coverage. A master, an over-the-shoulder, and two singles.
Okay. Do you think this is actually him? Not that guy on screen, but do you think this is something that he's recording, or do you think this is from something else?
But then you're told, the sun's going down. Your plan is out the window, and you only have time to get one shot.
Uh-oh.
What do? You might consider the two-shot. That's any shot with two people. Traditionally, this was from the waist up, so you could see their faces and postures. More specifically, there was the sustained two-shot, as David Wardwell called it. That's where you held this angle for most of the scene.
Look, Hildy, I only acted like any husband who didn't want to see his home broken up.
What home?
What home? Don't you remember the home I promised you?
Sure I do.
In the 30s and 40s, this was the bread and butter way to shoot dialogue. However, it's less common today, and for good reasons. First, technology changed. Film was expensive, so it encouraged filmmakers to rehearse more and conserve their takes.
When we were shooting film, and, you know, it was like the moment was somehow more important. You didn't have an endless supply of raw stock, so everybody focused on the tape.
Walter, and then they're gonna kill me.
Dude, that's just the stress talking, man.
Digital is cheaper, so now people don't really pick one angle and shoot it. They cover a scene from as many angles as possible. And actors know this, so they plan their performances accordingly.
We're gonna save the tears for the close-up.
That's right.
You can cheat the edit.
They never use the wide shot.
The second change was acting styles. Older Hollywood acting has a lot more gesturing and moving around.
He's not a girlfriend for selling it all.
Well, that ain't far from wrong either.
Oh, dear. It's enough to make you lose your faith in marriage.
Whose faith in marriage?
Which works in a two-shot to keep your eyes interested. These days, actors are much more naturalistic, and these subtle gestures don't read as well in a wider frame.
Stop running away from me like some fool of a moody schoolchild.
But you didn't say anything to me.
Which brings us to editorial. A sustained two-shot offers us no way to speed up the scene or slow it down. And since we're usually trying to tighten things, these shots can be very risky.
In my rather foolish obsession shooting things in masters and two shots, I actually painted myself into some pretty ugly corners in the second act of the film. There's a lot of essential information, but there's no way to cut to it any quicker.
What we're really talking about is how film grammar evolves over time. And what was once the standard can now feel theatrical and old-fashioned.
Oh, it's all your fault. You ruined everything.
Oh, I've had enough. I quit.
You can't quit. Call him back.
But the sustained two-shot still has its value. So what does it have to offer filmmakers today? The first advantage is efficiency. You're not grabbing 12 angles. You're only focused on one. Not only that, you can run through pages of dialogue in a single camera setup.
Dialogue with that pompous bastard.
He's a big fan of yours.
Thick as two short planks, dumb. A moron.
17
Can you believe
minutes.
they made him governor, though? It's a bloody insult to humanity.
Mother of Jesus, where do you get your energy from?
The second is variation. If you're shooting lots of scenes with standard coverage, cutting to a two-shot helps break up the flow and create visual interest.
What I did bloody tell you.
But the biggest advantage is chemistry.
You put a live round in that gun.
Oh, yeah, there was like an 8% chance. Was it just 8?
8? Yeah. Who taught you math?
The sustained two-shot is the composition that best allows two performers to play off each other. And try as you might, you cannot replicate this feeling with editing.
There's a lot of dialogue, and there's two really good actors that could do it all together, and it's anytime you can do it without having to cut it together.
Can't get that if they're up here listening to your gospel, and then the well can't produce and blow gold.
I wish I had more time with Joe Gunda. More could have been done.
And then the well can produce and blow gold all over the place.
It's so much better. It's believe it or not, it's an easier day's work.
In other words, this is an actor's shot. So if you want to do this, here are some things to keep in mind. The single most important question is,
What's this about, George?
what is this scene about? Is it about two people working together? Or breaking apart? Did they see eye to eye? Maybe it's just a joke. If you can answer that question, that'll help you decide.
Wait,
Were
what?
people- how If you can answer that question, that'll help you decide, how should we compose these two actors? Some filmmakers prefer naturalistic blocking, where people stand how they do in real life. On the flip side, there's stylized blocking, which is unrealistic, but evocative.
Jag blir aldrig som du, aldrig.
I talk like this all the time, actually.
Ändras hela tiden.
Next, decide the relationship between the camera and the performers. Is the camera a dispassionate observer from a distance? Or is it an active participant in the scene? Should we be looking up at our actors, making them seem larger than life? Or down on them to make them smaller? After that, we get into the many nuances of movement. We could have one person stand up, perhaps to signify a change in power dynamics. We could keep the performers still and let the background move to maintain visual interest. Or maybe we just want a good old-fashioned walk and talk.
Well, my work is done here.
But remember, this is a shot about the performances, so don't get in the way. Keep it simple.
A young director who is beginning to realize he doesn't have to necessarily shoot standard coverage, that you can just point the camera and let the scene play out. You know, just let the actors do what they do, tell the story.
So, you have a two-person dialogue scene, but the sun's going down, and you only have time to get one shot. What do you do?
Postpone until tomorrow. Okay, it was only 6 minutes long. It's been a long time since we got a Tony video. I don't know how I feel about that.
Many Americans have already pledged their support to a candidate. That's not the case with no values voters, the political demographic who believe in a complete lack of morals and are committed to carrying out unspeakable acts of evil.
The tenor of the political debate right now seems focused on helping people and making positive change, and that's very alienating for people like us.
A new Gallup poll today shows that 71% of no values voters are so far uncommitted to either presidential candidate.
I like that Obama did coke and McCain probably killed some guys in Vietnam, but, you know, for me, it's just not enough.
In a recent poll of no values voters, 54% said death is the issue they'd like presidential candidates to speak more about.
We want to be able to look at a candidate and truly believe they have no soul.
Citizens for a Bleaker America, a leading no values political action group, says no candidate has demonstrated the total lack of moral fiber they want to see in a president.
Unless the candidates start talking about no values issues, like molesting infants, torching the handicapped with flamethrowers, they're not going to win us over.
In response to the poll, John McCain's camp released a press statement this morning promising a McCain presidency would lead the nation into unparalleled darkness and despair, while Barack Obama's website posted this photo of him kicking a child in the face at a campaign rally and a statement from Obama pledging to do far worse if elected.
It's nice, but we don't want just pandering. We want the streets to run red with rivers of blood.
Although there's been talk of running popular no values icon Branford Fisher as a third-party candidate, most are opposed to the idea.
Why did they cut off the end? I watched this video. I didn't even get the what is this? What's the joke? Is he pushing spacebar when he's gambling or whatever, or is that what makes the next thing happen? Yes, that's literally the joke. He gambled for 19 hours. Back in my day, we called that commitment. Okay? Sounds like you guys are just weak. Slice, sneak, tire, support, bagel, slip, loaf, whiff, blessing, wade, lifesaver, consent, wreath, hook, approval, and shank. Holy shit. Oh my god. Things shaped like an O. A wreath, a lifesaver, a bagel, and a tire. Boom, easy. Taurus? I don't know what the fuck a Taurus is, but okay. A donut. Is a Taurus the thing for a donut? Okay. Okay, you can give your blessing, you can give your consent, your approval, your support for a thing. Easy. Are these like boxing things? Like a hook? You can you slip a punch or something, do you? Like you dodge it? Slice and shank. And then you've got loaf, wade, whiff, and sneak. Oh, not even close. Fuck. A slip, wade, whiff, hook, shank. Oh my god. I have no fucking idea. You wade into something, wade into the water, sneak into the water, sneak into something. Shank. Hook. What the fuck? Are these like terms for things you can do to the water? I have no idea. You can slip into the water, you can wade into the water. Do boats like slice water? Are these like terms for boating or something? Loaf, hook, sneak, whiff, shank. I don't think I'm gonna. Not even one. I have no fucking idea. Okay, let's think stupid. Think stupid. Lice, oaf, ook, hif, neek, lip, aid, hank. No, sneak, shank, hook. Disney movies? Hook? That's a movie. That's nothing else though. Loaf. A loaf of bread. A slice of bread. Is there can you have a shank of bread? Slice, loaf, a whiff of like a baked good? Wade, sneak, hook, a hook, a shank? There's gonna be one off. Oh, fuck. A slip of... I have no clue. And then shank, sneak, hook, and wade. I don't know. Bad golf shots. Oh, loafers, slippers, sneakers, and waders? I don't know what a wader is. Bad golf shots. A slice is a bad... Okay, I didn't know that. Or a shank? I didn't know that. Or a hook? I didn't know. Okay, I had nothing on these. I might have been able to do the footwear one, but I wouldn't have ever... I don't know if I would have ever gotten waders. Okay, let's do time guesser. Good luck. A river del Lago. Is Lago large? The large river? Fuck. This has got to be like European. GB. Do you think that means Great Britain? But this isn't English. Do you think they like drove over into like France? I still think there's got to be one thing where you drive over to France and then you do things, right? Maybe? What are all these fucking random windows I have open? Okay. Maybe. We're gonna go with that one. Fuck it. It's always Paris. I need to guess Paris more. Every time I don't guess Paris, I get fucked. What year are these cars? These are like, I'm gonna say 80s. Let's go 85. Let's fucking 84. Let's go. Oh, not even close. Italy. Lake Garda. The GB was a bait. We got baited hard. Oh, the famous book statues. Oh my God, ER. That stands for Earchester, Manchester. London. It's always London. We always guess London. Wait, there's no chance. Oh yeah, look, that's the official London car sticker. Okay, let's go. Easy. London 70. Pure Kino. This is a bait. They shouldn't be allowed to bait you like this. What? Cast and crew for the Netflix original series The Crown. Are we serious right now? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. People keep saying relatively modern car in the back. The van? Where? Okay. Ah, the great river Pont Alexandre III. Sounds like some Roman shit. It's going to be Greek. And I'm not going to care. 1910. Let's go. Oh no, the Expedition World Fair, the only thing of World War I we'd read about so far. A group of gentlemen standing on a newly built pont. It's always Paris. It's always Paris or London. Bro, what the fuck is this building? Holy shit. Borgahar. Pay here. Okay, Borgahar. Huds. Oh, the double S. Big Scandinavian vibes. Afram. Total football. Okay. 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 Let's... Damn, who was that guy? Okay. Okay, I got it. I got it. Let's go. We're down here somewhere. Let's do this, and it's very modern. 2019, 18. Absolute fucking Kino. What? Who, bro? Well, we got that time almost right. Who cares? Why? Iceland? This isn't even a real place. Okay, we're hitting our 25K. Oh my god, it's Dunkirk. Oh my god, World War I. I have no fucking idea where these planes are. Oh, well, it's the dual engine propeller, the Tiger Fighter X-47. I have absolutely no idea. It's gonna be like fucking Pearl Harbor. We had newer planes than this, right? For World War II? I don't even remember. What were the World War II planes like? They didn't have like the F-16s and all that shit, right? That was way later. Have I seen a single World War II movie with planes bombing shit? There was the big ones that flew over Japan. But not those. What did these little planes look like? I don't even know if this is America. I have no clue who these guys are. Why are they digging up the runway, dipshits? You can't dig there. Oh, they got a Segway. Holy shit. This is way newer than I thought. Hangar 88. Oh shit, it's the Nazis. What the fuck? I only need 2.5k points. We're going today is a 25k day, okay? That's all we want. That's all we care about. Is 25k. That's all we care about today. You know what? We're going to say Pearl Harbor. I don't even know where Pearl Harbor is. Does it say it? Does it say Pearl Harbor? Hello? Which island is it on? What are we thinking? Honolulu's the big one, right? So if it was on any one. Oh, Pearl City. So Pearl Harbor. Makes sense, right? This is not going to be Pearl Harbor. I don't care. What year is it? Why am I thinking 1947? That's way too late, right? 40s. That can't possibly be... No, it's December 7th. It's 1941. No, wait. Wait, am I mind... Or is it December 1st, 1940s? Wait, am I mind-fucking myself? No, it's... I don't care. Whatever the answer is, I'm trolling, unless I get it right, in which case I knew the whole time. Oh my god! Pure Kino. Pure Kino. We got it. I knew it the whole time. We take those. We... These planes look so old. But I guess in World War II, we didn't really have, like, real cool planes yet. Cringe. I don't know how, but you know what? We take these scores today. House is nice if you have no idea how medicine works. You realize House is probably one of the most medically accurate TV shows that has ever been on TV before, right? There were like 400 doctors working on each episode to verify the authenticity of every single diagnosis. Perineoplastic syndrome is not caused by cancer. It's something that is caused, or is not cancer. Well, yeah, but if they say you have perineoplastic syndrome, I'm pretty sure that's only caused by cancer, which would mean cancer, which would mean suck a dick. That'd be like me. That'd be like somebody saying they have a fever, and I'm like, oh my God, an infection? And then you're like, actually, Destiny, a fever is not an infection. That's your body raising its body temperature to make it uninhabitable by pathogens, but it could indicate an infection. Yes, congratulations, dipshit.
As in routine vaccines against stuff that is actually scary.
Wow, he was a fucking WEF shill.
I can't live in that home.
Oh my God, just because he's got some guns? How West Coast were the writers of this show? Remember, once they get your guns, they're going to come for your freedoms next, so that's what she's trying to do to that dude. DSP's fighting with a dude? Who?
As long as people want to talk about them,
oh my God,
space for it on the forum.
Andy Warski's alive?
So you're saying that when it was... By the way, what year did you start the website originally?
It was not started by me. It was originally a companion forum to a website called The Quickie, which was a wiki based off Encyclopedia Dramatica, specifically for Chris Chan. The forum was a companion discussion forum for it. And in 2013, I took over as administrator, and I've been administrator ever since.
And you do own and operate the site. You own it. You have control of it.
I am the top dog.
Okay, very good. So when you branched off and made it its own thing, the idea was to have a place for free and open conversation about Chris Chan particularly, but then you saw that there was actually a desire to have another place for other discussion of other people, and that's how it kind of extrapolated and expanded into what it is today?
Correct.
Okay. So I'm curious, because I think we've all heard stories.
Sorry for ranting off topic. Why do older people automatically think you should respect their opinion? Anyways, enjoyed the money, bud. Thanks for rant. That was a crazy rant, Peter Ekman. Probably because when you get older, you feel like you've lived through more, so you're entitled to some level of respect, which is partially true, but sometimes people stretch it. And because young people are stupid, generally. But not always, but generally.
Doing things in the best judgment. Now, I know there's two different discussions. There's a legal realm, and there's a morality realm, right? There's the letter of the law and the spirit of the law and all of that, and we could talk about that all.
Wow, Darius, thanks for 190 viewer host.
The stuff that's been put on your website has been very harmful to many different people. I think we can agree there. Now, from what I'm to understand, you are against that, correct? You don't want people putting harmful information on that site?
That's a very broad question, and I'm not answering this in a legal sense. I'm trying to be very specific about what I'm saying. In general, if harm comes from information, for instance, there was somebody who had a thread, who worked at a Walmart, and who posted pictures of themselves online, I'll just say behaving inappropriately at their job at Walmart. These pictures made it onto the forum, and he was literally walked into the boss's office in Walmart, and they showed him his Kiwi Farms thread and these pictures he had posted online, and he was fired. So that is ostensibly harm that arose because of information on the forum, but can you really say, well, that shouldn't have happened? Or even that's a consequence of the Kiwi Farms, or is that a consequence of his own actions? If harm comes from information, almost always it was inevitable, regardless of if it was on the forum or if it was on Twitter or whatever website. Now, that's one thing, and I am perfectly okay.
Wait. Oh, wait. Is this null?
Like, as a natural consequence of something that has already happened, not caused or instigated by users on the forum, there are no quandaries about that.
Why not just be... Wait, did he just say that whatever would have happened anyway, if not for, like, regardless if Kiwi Farms exists or not? Why can't people ever just be honest about, like, the sites that they run? That's what he just said, right? Did I miss that? Yeah, okay. That's not true, obviously, but...
How do you determine on your forums what's being posted up is too far or is acceptable? Do you have, like, a moderation team who actually takes care of that? Do you ever review cases? Is there a rule set that everyone has to abide by? Because I'll be honest, I've checked out my section of your forums, and I see threads like, oh, Phil's playing WWE Champions again. Who gives a shit? I'd let him post to the fucking end of the world about that. But then I'll see a thread like, oh, here's actual information about, like, a distant family member of Phil's who has absolutely no association with him whatsoever, and here's the docs. And it's like, what? Like, what would that be there for? What the hell does that have to do with anything? So, is there an actual criteria and a moderation methodology you have? Like, how do you make sure that what's on your site is acceptable or not?
Generally speaking, any public information can be posted. One thing that we would not permit is somebody to post public information and then even imply, like, I hope he gets what he deserves. I hope it would be funny. It would be so funny if pizza showed up to his house. Like, anything that sort of implies or directly instigates any kind of action is not acceptable. But as far as, like, you know, Facebook accounts and stuff, as long as it's relevant to the topic, there is very little that will be done. Almost always. The actions that are taken are almost the exception to the rule.
Mm-hmm. And who would take the action? Do you have mods in place for each forum that are specific to the forum? Is there a general rule set that they have to follow? There's 3 tiers.
There's board level moderators, and that's what I prefer now. If I make global moderators, I realize that they burn out much quicker. So usually I give a mod 1 or 2 areas of the site that's like their home, and they're very active there. There's a couple global mods who I trust very well, who have been around for, in one case, since before I've ran the forum. And then there's me. And I am a very active user on the forum, and I'm very active in moderation day to day.
And are your moderators kind of able to just judge for themselves what goes and what doesn't? Because I've heard I've heard stories that, like, the moderators in my forum weren't doing a good job, and you shit-canned a bunch of them because they literally were not doing their job per your standard, and that's why a lot of the information that was there that was, I guess, deemed harmful was allowed for a while. Is that true?
So you're referencing something, I don't remember how long ago this was. It was either a couple months ago or last year. Mm-hmm. I went into the board and I was upset about something, and if I can remember, I'll tell you what it was. But I was doing...
Okay. All right. I think everything is working on my computer now. Hopefully. Possibly, maybe. What's going on today? Oh, my face when my internet stops working. Yeah. Yes! No, I'm just kidding. Don't do this. Thank you. What did you do? Honest to God, I don't know. And it's really triggering me. I don't think I did anything. And it just started working, so. No clue. Absolutely no fucking clue. Who is Rivers GG?
You or something? I'm salty that it was obviously a diversity pick because she's a woman. And everybody knows it. It should have been Speed or Kai or Queso or like 3 other people. Everybody knows it. It's fucking obnoxious. Or Ebi.
What was even Streamer of the Year? Was this like the Cutie Cinderella thing, or was this like a different thing? Esports award. Like, who does the hello? Is Reddit being weird? Who does the esports award? Some award people had to actually vote for. Which people? Like a committee or? She's one of the biggest Spanish-speaking influencers. It's the Saudi shit people have been doing for months.
You put her up there because it's a female. It's embarrassing and it's patronizing. It's not even a top female streamer either. It's bullshit.
Who's a better female streamer?
It's not even close. Like, that's it. You or something? I'm salty that it was obviously a diversity.
I don't know any of these people, so I have no idea. Poke? Does Poke even stream that much anymore?
This summer is the perfect time to get away with a great deal on your favorite Hyundai models. All backed by America's best warranty, plus 3 years or 36,000 miles of complimentary maintenance. Add more joy to your journey. Hurry in to the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get in and get away now. Lease a Tucson for $199 a month or get 1.99% APR for 60 months or up to $1,250 bonus cash. Hurry in.
Hurrying.
¿Me escuchan? ¿Me ven? Y ahí estaba.
¿Qué pasa?
Me cambió el chamaco.
Entonces,
Ama.
¿Tú?
Le cerca que era tardado y todo.
Okay, I don't know anything about these people. 4.2 million YouTube subs. God damn. Can you react to this fresh Lawrence Southern video about immigration? I don't have my cancer prophylactic with me right now, so I'm good on that one. Chief. Hey, shut on Microsoft for a minute. Okay, hold on. We'll check that one out.
Amigas, es un descubrimiento el día de hoy. O sea, sabe que yo soy super gamer, ¿no?
TLDR, she's massive on Twitter, but not as big as Kai or Speed on every other platform, Insta, Twitch, etc. It seems like her fans actually voted, though. Well, I guess I'm curious when Asmon is like, oh, she's clearly not the best like streamer, like it would have been Kai or Speed. Is he just saying like by view count? Or I'm going to be honest, I don't follow Speed at all. But are Kai and Speed like in the same category of like trying to be creative, clever streamer? Because I've seen Kai do like a ton of shit. I feel like I haven't seen as much like creative stuff from Speed. I know he does IRL stuff and wandering around. He might do other stuff too, and I just don't see it. But I feel like Kai, I'm not talking just view count. Don't say massive. I'm not talking about view count. I'm saying like, it feels like Kai has like full like sets and like costumes and like fireworks and like has celebrities. He does like a ton of crazy shit. But Speed might too. I just haven't seen. I don't watch him at all. I know they were doing the Minecraft stuff together, sure. What's your justification for English proficiency as a requirement for citizenship? I feel like everybody should speak the same language. I feel like if you can't speak the same language, a lot of like basic functions in society kind of fall down, and it kind of betrays the whole aspect of having an informed population that can all vote on the same laws and everything. I just feel like having a country's language, I think, is good. But I know we don't in the United States, and it seems like it kind of works for us. So I don't know. Maybe it's not as important as I think, or maybe there are better arguments against it that I'm not aware of. I don't feel I've like 55% on that. Like I don't feel like hugely committed to that position. It just feels kind of important. Do you think the appeals court will approve Jack Smith reviving the documents case in Florida? That's what I've heard is supposed to happen, but I haven't read the docs on that, so I just don't trust anybody anymore. I'm sorry. I have no opinion on anything that I haven't directly studied or looked at, because I just don't trust anybody summarizing of anything. Are you okay? Yes, this is Tim Walls tweeting about his dog Scout. Only problem is that these are two completely different dogs. The photo on the right is from a dog park that Tim Walls was at with Scout and many other dogs. In the video, a scout could be seen playing with these dogs. You okay? Why did Tim Walz delete this tweet? What is he hiding now? So is Trump dodging this debate? Do we have confirmation on this? Your political takes are getting better and better, Destiny. You're one of the best streamers on YouTube right now. Yeah, because I'm the smartest and best debater, obviously. But the only issue is as I am able to read more, my political interests become narrower, so I can't give like as wide of an opinion on different topics. So, like, I haven't read anything about or care at all about the Google, or I shouldn't say I don't care about it, but I haven't read anything about like the Google monopoly case or anything like that. So yeah, I don't know. Which is a big one right now, and other things too. I watched ABC Fake News this morning. Both lightweight reporter Jonathan Karls, he doesn't even know the guy's name. This is the guy that Trump did the big interview with that we got like all those juicy quotes from, right? Is he just pretending not to know his name? Both lightweight reporter Jonathan Karls' ridiculous and biased interview of Tom Cotton, who was fantastic, and their so-called panel of Trump haters. And I ask, why would I do the debate against Kamala? What do they call her? They call her Kamala, right? Is there like a reason why? Is it just to fuck with somebody, or? It's like saying Hussein? No, it's not like saying Hussein. They say Hussein to make Barack seem like a foreigner or to try to invoke some like Arab hatred there. But I don't know what the point of Kamala is. I don't know what that is supposed to sound like. It sounds better when you say comrade, Kamala. It's unironically like Borelli. That's called panel of Trump haters, and I ask, why would I do the debate against Kamala Harris on that network? Will panelist Donna Brazil give the questions to the Marxist candidate like she did for crooked Hillary Clinton? Will Kamala's best friend, who heads up ABC, do likewise? Where is little George Slopadopoulos hanging out now? Will he be involved? They've got a lot of questions to answer. Why did Harris turn down Fox, NBC, CBS, and even CNN? Stay tuned. Does Donna Brazil still work for CNN? Did she ever work for CNN, or was she just brought on as like a... Is she still currently the chair of the Democratic National Committee? It says succeeded by and preceded by, so I'm assuming not anymore, right? It literally says right there. Yeah, okay. In office. Preceded by... So from 2017 till now, she's been the chair of the DNC. Is that how to read that? She left in 2017. Okay. Why? I don't like the way this is formatted. This is so confusing. What does it show for, like... Does it say, like, President of the United States? Like, servant, like... 40? No, it does. It is. That's the right format. Okay, never mind. Chair of that in office. Okay. No, it does. Okay, so she has no job now. She's just a jobless loser. She works at ABC News. Nobody cares. That's not a real place. Did we open this for a reason? Oh, Rivers.
Bueno, pues yo en la mañana me puse a jugar.
Vamos a una... ¡Ah, la mierda!
Amigas, es un descubrimiento el día de hoy. O sea, sabe que yo soy súper...
Bro, we cannot support this. It's as much on the men as it is on the women, okay? This like active, like live filtering as you're streaming and shit.
Gamer, no?
Guys, this is not healthy, okay? We were destroying our brains. It's not good. Okay, so Asmon's mad about that. Wish Asmon would get his shit together with how big of a following he has. I'm worried that, like, Asmon has, like, the chance of becoming the... I don't know if it would happen, because I don't know, like, what percentage of his shit is covering all this, but I feel like he has the chance to become the streaming version of the quartering. Which is not good. Hold on. Ooh, he gets most of his content from his gamer subreddit. Do you think someone like Asmon, who doesn't need to pander, could still get audience captured after cultivating a certain discourse? Yeah, remember, you get... When you're like a streamer, you start to get like mind fucked by the viewership, and that's what you chase. It doesn't really matter how much money you make. You're chasing like viewership and influence and stuff. So it's like, technically it's kind of dumb when I say, because I'll say that a lot, like, why would you need to do this? Like, we make so much money already. But the reality is people don't actually care about the money. Depending on their background, they never cared about the money. They just, but the viewers, the viewership. God damn. I watched, you remember that episode of House where there's like the 15-year-old girl and he's just like, yeah, she's got nice supple tits. Yeah. Oh, Waiting. I watched this movie again last night. Man, we were 2005 was a long time ago. We were just real big on those F-slurs and fucking minors. we were wow. It was just man. We just really didn't care back then. Jeez.
Person that I think I want to spend the rest of my life with. Do you have any interest? Like, hey, would you like to get married at some point?
Do you have any interest in getting married, my man? That's like,
hey, man.
You're crawling into battle. You should be riding into battle on a golden steed, saying, "Let's do this together. I got your back." But would you kindly? That's why I'm gonna say. That's why you got the not yet. I've never heard of someone getting the not yet.
Hey.
Where were you 2 years ago when you asked her to get engaged? You went in there like, hey, we went out to McDonald's. We went to the movies. Here's a Twinkie.
Okay, based. shit. When you started criticizing Trump on his name-calling people, did you come up with it himself? I noticed TV people pointed that out now. Oh, fuck, I had such a good criticism. Oh my God, what was it? I thought about writing it down and I was like, I won't write it down. I'll remember it when I wake up. Oh no, what was it? It was a thing I needed to remember for future debates. What was it about? Oh no, I should have written it down. Why didn't I write it down? It had to do with bad predictions that conservatives make because, like all the vaccine stuff, for instance, never came true. But there was something else related to that. What was it related to? Oh no, fuck. Oh no. World War III, no. No, it was nothing to do with vaccines or COVID. Russia, Ukraine, no. Republicans being hunted by the Biden admin. Was it that? Did it have to do with that? Did it have to do with Ukraine? It wasn't Hunter Biden. Fuck. No. Oh, God. What was it about? Twitter Russian investor thing. The non-mRNA vaccine did worse. Did it have to do with that? China. It might have come into my mind when I was talking to Huey Lee. We were talking about... Was it another prediction thing? Yeah, I think it was. Did it have to do with Russia, Ukraine, and the war? Did it have to do with China and Taiwan? Was it related to this stock market meme? No. What were you doing at the time you were thinking about it? I think I was falling asleep. And I was like, I'll remember this tomorrow. It's such a good talking point. Or it might have come up in my conversation with Huey Lee. And I was like, I'll remember it on stream next. It's a good talking point. Oh, that's it. What a god. Tanka Musso, I love you. It was Brexit. True. Don't forget that. Brexit was going to be the god tier, amazing fucking thing that all the conservatives said was going to save the United Kingdom. Holy shit. How is that going? What a horrible nightmare of a fucking idea that did not help. Don't let them get away from this. Don't let them forget this. Do not let them escape this. That was it, though. Brexit was going to save the UK. UK is fucked. Thank you. Okay. Thank you for reminding me. Okay. Oh.
Be still. Erasure.
What?
Oh, shit.
Oh, what?
What a game.
Yo, I think I'm gonna do that.
Can you explain why he died? Something poked him and he died.
That would be so sick. White boy orders in perfect minionese. Waiter shop. Minionese. Waiter shop.
Oh, that's really. You won't believe the look. He walks in the store just banana. Yo, I think I'm gonna do.
I don't get it. Is it just funny because like minions or?
That would be so sick. White boy orders in perfect minionese. Waiter shop.
Okay. It's funny because Zoomers like Minions, yes. There's a trend of white guy orders in perfect Chinese at restaurant. Okay. Cat wants a massage. Is there a way to report if I don't have an account, or... Oh, look at the kitty. For all these streamers that are ass mad about the Saudi Arabian esports stuff, what exactly are they protesting, or what do they want Saudi Arabia to do differently, or is it just like a general protest of like Muslims? I'm just curious. Like, have they made specific calls to action where they're like, you guys need to do this better? Like, I could understand. Is Dubai the place where they bring in like all the fucking temp visa worker slave people to build the stadiums and stuff? Like, that makes sense. It's like a specific thing, you know?
Yeah. That hurts my back more than anything. Like, I feel.
Do you have any thoughts on the filibuster / abolishing the filibuster? The filibuster is probably okay. Fuck me. You know what? I just don't trust anything that I haven't studied in depth now. The filibuster just makes it so that there is some legislation that ordinarily would take 50 votes to pass or 51 votes to pass, but now, because of the filibuster, they take 60, right? Is that essentially what the filibuster does? The only thing I would say is the filibuster should require you to actually be up there speaking. That's what I would say. I want to see a meta of people sneaking into the House at night, okay? To like call it into session with like 4 lawmakers there. And then you've got like an hour to show up. And then I want like live streamed video footage outside of the Capitol of like Bernie Sanders like fucking gunning it. He's like, fuck, they're about to vote. You got 2 minutes to filibuster. They're like running and out of breath. Like, oh, let me tell you today why this bill is so bad. That's what it should be. And then, hello, that's how we get, Dubai is not in Saudi Arabia, retard. I never said it was. Welcome to the chat. That's how we get younger people elected to office, because now nobody's going to fucking want old-ass senators or old-ass representatives, because you're never going to be able to get to, you'll never be able to get to the Capitol in time. You're going to be fucked. They're all going to miss it. You're going to have your young, right out of the gym, athletic, 37-year-old people that are going to be on the floor getting all sorts of work done. And you're going to have like the decrepit, fucking geriatric old people trying to get there in time. They won't be able to filibuster in time. Oh my God. So you're against the 60 vote requirement. What changed your opinion? What? I think some legislation takes 60, some takes 50, right? I don't know what the difference is. I don't know if I've ever had a strong opinion on that ever. I don't think I've ever given a super strong opinion on the filibuster or anything, but...
Feel it.
Yeah.
That hurts my back more than anything. Like, I feel it.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, I love these.
Complete failure. Yeah.
Jesus.
That hurts my back more than anything. Like, I feel it.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, I love these.
Can you explain it? Why does being able to delay while talking make more votes need to happen? These have to do with like Senate rules, basically. I think it's only in the Senate, right? Or can you filibuster in the House as well? I think like the best... oh my God. I'm giving you... This is like a total feels... I might be inventing this history in my mind. So I'm giving you like a 1% conviction take. But I think the idea was like, if somebody wants to present some legislation, you need 51 votes to pass it. But people could just get up and talk all day because they don't want it to pass. They're like, fuck you, convince me. I'm going to sit here and read some random bullshit, okay? Because I don't ever want this legislation to pass ever. And then people were like, okay, well, clearly this is not working because now we can't do anything. So I think there's like a rule in the Senate. I don't think it's a law. I don't think it's like it's not a constitutional amendment, but there's a rule, I think, in the Senate. I think it's called cloture, where clouture, CLOTURE, where the Senate can vote and they can say, hey, we're done with all this now and we're going to vote because this is retarded, but you need 60% of people to end the filibuster. That you need 60% of people to force a vote, I think, basically. And that's how you stop people from filibustering. This ties into the nuclear option stuff because I think threatening to do that, was this under Harriet Reid earlier, around then? Threatening to end the filibuster means that with 50 to 59 lawmakers in the Senate, you can basically do whatever you want. And some people argue that, well, because of how the Senate works, we should need 60 votes to pass any piece of legislation. So, yeah, I don't know. But nowadays, you don't have to... you don't even have to like filibuster. You can just like, I think you just need 60 votes to pass something because you don't have to actually stand up there talking while you do it now, I think, yeah.
Complete failure.
The Senate doesn't work by itself. You need to get a bill through the House and Senate, and the president needs to sign it. Having a 60-vote barrier is retarded. Okay. I think, can a bill start in the Senate too, and then go back to the House, and then the House works it, and then it goes back to the Senate, and then they approve it? I think it can start in either House. I think ordinarily, I think it starts in the House, but I think it could start in the Senate, but... Why was I link this? Jesus, okay. Don't care about this. Don't care. Do I care about this? Why are people fear-mongering that ending the filibuster would equate to a one-party system? I think people don't like people like the filibuster because it forces you to be a bit more bipartisan in the Senate. So if you are behind in power, or if you don't have an overwhelming amount of power, you don't like the filibuster because it's preventing you from getting things done. But if you are having a decent amount of power, between like 50 to 59 votes, you don't like the filibuster because it cucks your shit up, basically.
What I'm saying is the Israeli Hamas.
Okay, hold on. Let me open these links over here. No more links.
A couple months ago, Microsoft released the preview build of its Recall.
Feel free.
Yeah, I think to some extent, I think needing 60 votes helps, because do you really want stuff to just be passed every 2 to 4 years and then repealed every 2 to 4 years? I'm not really sure, but the I mean, you need the House to support it as well. Also, you have the president's veto to stop that. Hold on. If you want to repeal legislation, a repeal requires new legislation to repeal the legislation, so you can veto a repeal, right? I would imagine that's the case. Repealing is just passing a new bill that undoes the last one, right? Yeah. So okay, so do you need the filler? I'm not actually sure. Maybe you don't. I don't know. I don't have a strong opinion on it. I don't have a strong take on it.
To abuse, rape, defile my daughter's body. Feel free to dismember her corpse and feed her to pigs. Feel free to degrade her and dismember her and defile her and violate her.
Scalia said, learn to love the gridlock. Slow and steady wins the race. Yeah, I mean, gridlock is good sometimes, but other times it's probably too much. But also it's hard to know, like, there's something I say a lot. A lot of people blame the American system when it might not be the system that's the issue. It might be, like, genuinely the American people are super divided, which is an issue right now.
Defile my daughter. My daughter is a contemptuous little fucking whore.
Jesus.
She treated me with contempt. She treated me with contempt. I have disowned her. You can violate her in any way that you see fit. I don't care.
The big problem right now, the reason why I don't like analyzing the government and analyzing like the structure of government is the issue right now is just Republicans. They're just bad people. They're bad people. They're bad Americans. And it's a bad party that's full of like bad, deplorable people right now who are anti-American and don't have American values. So it's hard to imagine like, okay, well, we have a two-party system and half of the two-party system right now is essentially like a quasi like neo-fascist, pro-dictator party. So how do we make a system that kind of like incorporates their desires while also being able to work around them when they're being crazy? Like I don't know if you can do that. I don't know if that's possible. I don't know if you can make a system that works with people that are pro-fascism. I don't know if you can make a system with people like that. I don't know what you would even design or how you would even do it. So who knows? Maybe once Trump is gone, things will go a little bit back to normal. Who knows? Who knows? Okay, don't care about this guy. Wow, man, Reddit's really on one today. Special Counsel Jack Smith filed opening brief at 11th Circuit, arguing that the court should reverse Judge Aileen Cannon's dismissal. I think that I thought I'd heard that this is supposed to be overturned anyway. Most people thought it would happen, but Kamala and Walz are evil people. Yes, they're bumbling morons. Yes, they're painfully incompetent. But the main thing about them is that they are truly wicked people down to their core. This is the most morally debased presidential ticket of all time. Maybe second only to Hillary. Maybe. Okay.
Alien Romulus. Dude, I saw Alien Romulus last night.
How was it?
Really good. Really, really good.
How's the mise en scène? How's the mise en scène? What? How's the what? The mise en scène. You don't know what that is. No, I had read a spec script, so I was wondering how it technically played out on the screen. I'm pretty interested in.
Do they? Okay. Shouldn't they take turns playing like the super nerdy guy? Why do they always have this guy playing the ultra nerdy dude? Do you think they're trying to say something with their casting? This guy feels like he's getting bullied too much.
The mise en scène. You don't know what that is. No, I had read a spec script, so I was wondering how it technically played out on the screen. I'm pretty interested in stuff like that.
Yeah, it played out well.
Sure. How was the alien design? I heard that.
Dude, it was pretty good.
Liam's like, was there big explosions? Was there a big explosion at the end? Is there a post-credit scene? Meanwhile, you and I are trying to talk about the sound design and how it was influenced by the past Alien movies.
Yeah, I think you'd really like it, actually.
Does Deadpool and Wolverine come in for their cameo? Go watch Marvel movies. Pussy. Did you see it on 70 millimeter?
Want the microphone? Would you want the microphone muted in the debate whenever you're not speaking?
We agreed to the same rules. I don't know. It doesn't matter to me. I'd rather have it probably on, but the agreement was that it would be the same as it was last time. In that case, it was muted. I didn't like it the last time, but it worked out fine.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Does he want he needs the mic protection from Kamala? Holy shit. Oh, no. He's fucking petrified. Holy shit. I don't like it. I don't like the fact that it was muted, but I mean, you know, it's like, it's really bad, but you know, we agreed to it, but I mean, like, it's crazy, but I mean, like, I guess it kind of worked last time, right?
I mean, ask Biden how it worked out. It was fine, and I think it should be the same. We agreed to the same rules and same specifications, and I think that's probably what it should be. But they're trying to change it. The truth is they're trying to get out of it because she doesn't want to debate. She's not a good debater. She's not a smart person. She doesn't want to debate. Okay?
Oh, no. Why would Kamala even risk debating if she's doing well in the polls? That's a good question. I don't know if it's smart to. Well, I mean, they kind of already accepted it, right? Like under the Biden admin, you can argue that. And if Trump dodges, it's better to have him dodging than her dodging, right? So... Are you scared?
Why not debate her? Well, wait. But because they already know everything. They say, oh, Trump's, not doing the debate.
Oh,
That's the same thing they'll say now. I mean, right now I say, why should I do a debate? I'm leading in the polls. And everybody knows her, everybody knows me. But when I looked at the hostility of that, I said, why am I doing it? Let's do it with another network. Why not debate?
I don't think she's ahead enough that she would just assume that she would win. I mean, I agree with you right now. But man, we're like... I would have expected things to kind of course correct by now, because it's been a few weeks, right? How long has it been since Kamala took over? Biden steps down. It hasn't been a few weeks. Has it? Wait, what? Has it been 5 days? Wait, holy shit. My sense of time is fucked. Wait, it's been a while, right? Yes, because I had okay, never mind. Oh, no, we're in August. Oh, Jesus. Okay, I was going to say, holy shit. What? Truly losing track of time. Okay, it's been even longer, but then it's been even longer than I thought. This is like 5 or 6 weeks, right? Maybe about 5 weeks. I would have expected things to course correct by now on the Republican side. I wouldn't expect that we'd still be this mind-fucked on everything. The Vance stuff hasn't gotten any better. It doesn't seem to have gotten better. I feel like the Trump attacks aren't landing well on Kamala over the border stuff. I don't know if they're still doing that. Keep in mind, I don't consume much mainstream media, so maybe these things are impacting other areas that I'm just not seeing. But at least the polling, the aggregate pollsters don't seem to be showing things looking too great for Trump. I don't know. Like, it just feels like, I don't know if he needs like a second attempt to like get him back in the polls. It's like 4 weeks from the election. Trump continues to do outside speeches, but his campaign has removed the glass. Like, Jesus. She's ahead in the polls, but it's like 60-40 in her favor. Less than 2 and 3 odds isn't really good enough to just ride it out. If you think a debate will probably help you. Yeah, but like right now, riding it out is just helping more and more. I don't really think it's because they're doing much good. I just think it's because the Republican Party is like shooting itself in the foot. Like, it's so bad. They need to get their footing and they need to do something. I don't even know what they should do. I also might not have an accurate picture again because I don't watch like the mainstream media. Yeah. So I'm on X, which is like the worst fucking platform on the internet. How can I be cold like you? It's a genuine question because I'm tired of having to feel so sponged by everything my girl says and does out of misinterpretation. I try to just rewatch kind of like a lot of shonen anime and seinen. What's the more mature one called? Seinen. I like to watch a lot of main characters when their entire family is being killed and how they don't respond, and I'm like, that's me. And I just repeat that to myself every single day. But also, if you feel like your partner is misinterpreting you all the time and you're like feeling bad about it all the time, you should have a serious conversation about that. That behavior either needs to stop from their end, the misinterpretation either needs to stop from your end, or you guys should split up. You shouldn't be with somebody that makes you feel bad all the time. That's not good. You're on drugs if you think Trump is scared of Kamala when she can barely form a sentence and doesn't know her policies, LOL. I am so sorry, but like, Kamala probably knows every single thing that Trump does times 10. I don't know if Trump would know a single thing that Kamala doesn't know. I think her mind probably fully encapsulates Donald Trump's mind. I don't even mean she's like super smart. I just mean Trump is that stupid. Trump might know more about I don't actually know. Nothing to do with government, politics, history, geography, or any current events. Yeah, it wouldn't even be close. Like, there is no Trump debate with Kamala where Trump is ever winning on substance. He didn't even win on substance with Biden. There's nothing. Like, the idea that Kamala would struggle in a policy debate with Trump is hilarious. But it's not going to come down to policy debates either, because nobody gives a fuck about that anymore. Seems like everyone forgot about the Trump assassination. Yeah, I told you what happened. Nobody believed me. All of you guys, go back and find the clips. You even made fun of me. Find the clips on my stream when everybody's like, oh, it's over. Oh, look at the picture. We're so fucked. It's over. I'm like, give it like a week, okay? News in this country, especially political news, changes like every 3 to 7 days. Just give it, and everybody's like, no, Destiny, you're delusional. You're wrong. You don't understand. You have no idea, dude. You're so wrong. It's like, bro, just wait. And now Republicans are like, everybody's forgot. This is bullshit. Hold on. Hassan, make fun of time. Wait, did you say this is supposed to show how awkward Hassan is? Because, my friend, I have bad news for you. Whoever's recording this TikTok is being awkward as fuck. What do you mean? I can't believe this game is real and not a parody from 4chan. We've learned to bully people. Bully gives us the power to force people to do something they may not want to do or to make them feel bad about themselves. In fights, this could be highly effective on targeted enemies. Normalize. We've learned to normalize negative emotions. Normalize gives us the ability to make people think certain behaviors or feelings are normal. But I'm not sure it will do much for us in a fight. Cancel. We've learned how to cancel someone. Cancel will allow us to isolate people from their friends and compatriots in battle. This could be a useful tool against enemies. What is like the age demographic and everything for the game? I mean, like if this is a game for like I feel like teenager is a bad category because I would market something a lot differently to a 13, 14-year-old as I would to like a 16 to 20-year-old or whatever. This is a $300 million game that peaked at 700 players on launch. Holy shit. $300 million? Wait, what the fuck is this game? No, that's Concord, you retards. Oh, way to go, dipshits. Oh boy. RFK is a big Israel stan, so he doesn't have to lie when he's defending Israel, so we'll see how this goes.
What I'm saying is Hamas is a criminal enterprise.
Sure.
Yes. The Palestinian, and you talk about solutions for the Palestinian people. The Palestinian people are arguably the most pampered people by international aid organizations in the history of the world. No.
Oh, shit. Wow, this is true. That's pretty one-sided. I would fight against him, depending on who's in the debate. But oh no, they're going to get super triggered on the other side.
Even before this war, 78% of people in Gaza said they had, not enough food to eat.
Right. And why is that? Why are you blaming Israel?
In part, it's Hamas, and in part, it's the fact that Israel imposed a blockade and talked about putting them on a diet.
If you're
That quote is like 20 years old, and it's not even really like, it's so stupid. Oh God, the amount of misinformation around everything in this region is so stupid.
First of all, Israel has no obligation. Israel built 3,000 hothouses and gave them for greenhouses. That would have made Gaza completely food self-sufficient, gave it to them as a gift, offered to rebuild the port of Gaza to make it the Singapore of the West.
Is he talking about in disengagement? Did they give them, like, is he talking about the greenhouses that were there? Or was there an initiative to build other greenhouses after that? I don't know. I'm not aware. They might have. I don't remember. I'm not sure.
Hamas said, no, we don't want you money. We don't want you ideas. And what do? The international aid agencies have given Gaza more than 10 times per capita what we gave to rebuild all of Europe after the Marshall Plan. They've gotten $8,300 per capita, every person in Gaza. We rebuilt Europe with $621 per capita in Europe, and we rebuilt it. What did they do with that money? Instead of using it to make this, Gaza's this beautiful country, white sand beaches, it should be a paradise. Hamas said, we don't want that. They take virtually all of that money and they steal it. So the top 5 guys, the top 5 leaders of Hamas are billionaires. Ismail Haniyeh has $5 billion, according to Forbes.
But Bobby, again,
wait, let me just finish. No, because you made us, you are making a statement that is just wrong. It's not Israel's fault.
So RFK better foreign policy than Trump? No clue. I don't know. I don't know anything about his foreign policy positions at all.
Is poverty-stricken. Gaza should be one of the wealthiest states on the Mediterranean.
They have no control over their own territory.
Of course,
Israel
if you go to war,
everything that comes in and goes out.
If you go to war, no, Crystal, why are you blaming? Why do you insist on blaming Israel rather than blaming Hamas?
I do blame Hamas, but you know what else, Bobby? Our tax dollars do not go to Hamas. They go to the Netanyahu house.
And
it's our bombs, 22,000.
You know what most
doesn't matter. Who cares? What is that? Is that? Oh, that's not really what's even driving your decision making right now. Like, people act like if we stopped funding Israel, you'd stop complaining. What if we stopped funding Israel and they did basically the exact same thing? Like, do we just say, okay, well, that's okay. At least we're not funding them now. Like,
bombs dropped on the civilian population right now.
You know what most of our tax dollars have gone for?
Is it Iron Dome replacement things?
For the Iron Dome, which is...
Although now there's a fungibility. Well, now she has a big econ brain. Crystal could counter. She'll go, okay, but what about the fungibility of money? Now that we're spending money to replace munitions in the Iron Dome, then they can spend more money on bombs to terrorize the Palestinians. That's the response to that. But then the response to that response would go, oh, okay, well, you're right. They would be spending more money in the Iron Dome, but that means then that they're going to be spending less money on smart munitions, and now they're going to spend money on dumb munitions, meaning you're crying now about the 40,000 figure dead. Well, it'd probably be 150,000 dead. You wouldn't see any more drones surveilling 4 guys getting hit by a fucking bomb that you'd be complaining about. It would just be an entire block destroyed, actually carbon bombed.
Way of not invading Gaza. Our country and Israel for 16 years have expended this huge amount of money to try not to go into Gaza, while Gaza sent 2,000 rockets a year, suicide bombers, and of course Israel's
how many times has Israel come in and quote-unquote mowed the lawn?
They've gone in 5 times.
What does that? What does she think that means? It's such a stupid fucking... People use this quote. She lives in quotes. Put him on a diet. Mow the lawn. Okay, well, 20% obesity, an exploding population that's been growing nonstop. Seems like the putting them on a diet and mowing the lawn hasn't seemed to have been doing anything in terms of actually having an effect on the people. So something else must be going on here besides these 2 fucking quotes.
Israel come in and quote-unquote mowed the lawn.
They've gone in 5 times, and every time they've signed a peace agreement with Hamas, and every time they violated that peace agreement. Let me just...
Israel also has been killing Palestinians in West Bank. But hold on.
Listen,
I want to move forward.
If Mexico attacked us and we built a fence, would you blame us for caging in Mexico? Well, I don't know what...
That's such a horrible comparison. We don't control Mexico's imports and exports like we do with the Gaza Strip, but okay.
What it is, but everything in your mind is telling you to blame Israel instead of blaming Hamas.
That is true, though. Jesus. Okay. Is there anything else on LSF? Why do you still browse LSF? I don't know. Sometimes there's funny stuff there.
order to cure his anemia. To accomplish said Herculean task, the player must journey through dark forests, terrifying nightmares, and the meth-ridden alleyways of a post-Brexit Britain, slaying monsters in order to cure.
Why did you link this so many times? Okay. Do you already go through the Ayla threads? Why are there more? Peter. You know what I appreciate about Peter? Even if I think sometimes I think his macro political and econ takes are maybe questionable. At least he has his own takes. I appreciate that. I appreciate people with their own takes. And he's not just another anti-establishment dipshit. Thank you. Trump's election relies on Americans remembering his administration. Harris's election relies on Americans forgetting hers. Yeah, this theory relies upon misremembering or denying that Trump lost the 2020 election during his administration. Did they not? You know that like Trump was the president right before Biden was the president, right? What? This is why I always thought the Make America Great Again as a slogan for your second term is just so fucking hilarious. Why did you skip the post about internet issues? There wasn't anything. It's a joke. What? Was there something of substance or? Okay. Trump giving a thumbs up to soldiers. Oh. Okay. Just retarded. Oh shit. They're not happy here. Destiny said that Tim Walz runs a video was over-edited. Look, he still did the uncut version here. I never, ever, ever said it was over-edited. I didn't say that it was, like, faked. I didn't say that people actually really hate them, but they mislead you with the editing. I was just saying that this is a well-put-together edited video as opposed to the Vance one that had no editing. That's all I said, okay? If you feel some huge, like, desire to, like, scream and push down, like, that doesn't matter. I didn't say Walz isn't more personable or that Vance is actually super hilarious. I'm just saying that the way that it was presented, okay, was significantly different. That's all I said, okay? Jesus. My God. Calm the fuck down. Please give opinion. We read this yesterday. I don't even know if this is real. Do you really think people give a shit about her political views? People just felt like she attacked them, and they just attacked her back. It wasn't that deep. It's not like she attacked them. Oh, wait, are you talking about Ayla? Okay. I am no longer a Republican. Based. Based Josiah, pondering politics. Oh my God, this got a lot more comments than I thought. Whew, do we need to do an on-stream cleansing? Destiny, true or false?